Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Paul from Alexandria Knife Sharpening and Laser Engraving. So a couple of people wrote me and asked me to comment on, did I have an opinion about the tariffs? How is it going to affect the business? And I thought I would talk about it. And I don't normally talk about political discussions on here. I try and avoid them as much as possible. But this is definitely something that could affect the business. And I think it is worth discussing. So they were like, hey, do you have concerns? Well, I do. I have some. For me, it's not anything major, but it is worth discussing. And in fact, even last night, there's another YouTube channel I follow that has a discussion once a week with about 4 makers. And sometimes they bring in guests and they are from all different industries. And it was interesting to hear even in there the range of concerns, because some of these guys are even in different countries. The one in Canada wasn't all that concerned, but knew it was going to affect things. The one in the US was very concerned because a lot of the stuff that he was buying was coming from China. And that's what I'm going to touch on real quick. So what are my concerns? On the sharpening side, it would be for anyone who's looking to get into sharpening and is looking at starting out with an inexpensive 1x30, especially if you know it's one that's made in China. I would try and pick that up immediately before a possible 100% tariff goes into effect. The other concern would be abrasives, any CBN wheels and things. If you know they're coming from China, that could be a potential problem for some time. For me, the one that came up is going to be knife sleeves. I am getting ready to have to order knife sleeves soon. Probably no way for me to get out of the tariff, though, unfortunately, because they usually take several months for me to get my knife sleeves in from China. And if, there's no way to get them in fast, I might end up having to go back to a USA person that I get them from. But then again, I don't know where he's getting his sleeves made, so they could be coming from China too. So he might be seeing a price increase, so that may not matter so much. As far as the lasers go, that's where I have my bigger concern. Now, fortunately, I have a pretty good supply of what I need there. And also, I've recently got into 3D printing, and all of that stuff comes from China. If you're on the fence on a laser engraver and you're thinking about getting it, especially if you're looking at like the Com Marker or an X Tool or one of these that are coming from China, and almost all of them are coming from China, I would probably consider pulling the trigger on it unless you're willing to maybe have to wait out a very long tariff war, because that could be the area where we see some big price increases. But am I concerned? A little bit. Fortunately for me, I'm mostly a service-related business, so I'm not too concerned. Hope that helps.